So let's talk about what are the options in the game, as in sound and video-wise. When you hit the plus sign, you can then go under the options menu over here. You can do everything from saving and quitting in the game. You can change the brightness level, turn on the subtitles, both on and off obviously, music volume, your sound effects, and the voice volume. When you first play the game, it automatically is, everything is on 8/10, and you can hardly hear the voiceovers. I was really upset with that. I'm glad that you can take the music off and turn down the sound effects, because it was just horrible. I couldn't hear a thing. There are 100% voiceovers with these subtitles, but I couldn't hear a thing with the music at the same level. So I don't play with music anyways, so there it is. Those are the options when it comes to your sound. Other options you have in here are you can view over your character's stats, as you can see here. Health, how much damage you do, your defense, how much damage you do with your chain, which is the weapon. That's the third one down or fourth one down for 182. And those are your bonuses down below, depending on what you have equipped, the 11, 11, 148, 100, 154. You can also look up notes. These are certain notes that you find in the tower itself. In the world, there's a few things that need to be translated by the girl that you're trying to save. I don't want to ruin anything for you, so I'll let you figure that one out. Miscellaneous notes, and you even have a guide in here. The guide you can access anytime, shows you how to move, gives you a quick little a still picture of how to do it, along with the buttons that you have to push in your controllers. Same thing with everything, all the different maneuvers you can do and things that you can do in the game. How to swing, how to shoot, pause the game, checking items, equipping items, blah blah blah. The next thing is you got the map. Currently I'm just in one location. I'm in the beginning of the game. If you're inside a tower or inside somewhere else in the game, then you can zoom in on that map. And then the one that looks like a briefcase, it should really look like a backpack, but it obviously means what you're carrying. Again, a list of everything, the usual stuff, to anything that you can equip. Equipping is a little funny in this game. It goes by size, and I guess technically it's weight. Here's an example. When you're equipping, let's say, my sword, even though I already have it equipped, basically goes by this slot here, by this little icon showing bag space, which is what I originally thought it was, but it isn't. So I can have one big sword like this. You can have multiple swords, but I can have two amulets. They're long, skinny like this. I can put them both side by side. This is not your backpack. This is some kind of equipment schema. So you can only carry one item of clothing, apparently, such as one belt, or certain other items. Sorry, I haven't gone that far in the game. As soon as I found one, I was told you can only carry one item as an equip it, not one of each type, which is what I was surprised. So it's almost like one item, that's a bonus item, that's a wearable item. Again, here's your potions. These are magical items. Food, I'm assuming. I still haven't found any. This is gifts. Gifts you give to someone in the game. I'm not going to say who. I'll let you figure that one out. And the last one that looks like a broken tablet is exactly that. If you find artifacts, you got to give it to somebody to translate. And that's that. What you can also do, this is your home base where I am in right now. At your home base, you can visit the merchant here who just walks out. And yes, that's a creature on her back all the time.
There is untapped potential in that chain I gave you. You aren't close to harnessing its pull. What should you do, you ask? I'd say the masters would admit that chain needs love. What do you need?
You can buy and sell from her.
Here's what's in stock today.
Right now they're called Leots in the game. 1,220 I have. I can't buy right now this one that's red. That explains why. I don't want to go through all the items, but there's items in here to purchase, both to use and equip.
Was there something else
You can sell items.
What do you want to sell me?
As an example, I found some herbs. You can buy the herbs for 40 Leots. You can sell them for 4, so it's basically a 1/10 ratio to buy and sell. So it's obviously better to keep everything that you get and rarely sell items unless you really have to, because you're not going to get much for them. Another
something else you wanted?
A nice feature in the game is you can create items and repair them. Let's create an item. With creating, I would never ever select item to create. I'd rather go to select materials and create. The reason why is it gives you a list.
Materials you want to combine.
The first item is your backpack. The second location here is what's my chest. And in my chest, you can then select an item. You see how it's highlighted? That means that I can make an item with it. You select it, and it'll tell you
to make the following items.
It'll give you a list of all the items that you can create with it, which is a lot better than in games where you find an item, you have no clue what you can do with it. Or this is the opposite. You get an item and it'll tell you what you can make with it. Quick glance of which items I have and don't have. It says need 4. I have right now a total of 7 of the dryad berries. You can create weapons and armor as well.
Was there something else you wanted?
If I did it by the other way, select items to create.
Select the item you wish to create.
This way it selects the individual item that you want to create, and if it's bright white like this one here, that means I have enough items to create it. If I want to make a leather vest,
what creation method do you wish to use?
It'll say I need 2 pelts and 1 mercury, and I have none. And with the creation method, some of them have multiple ways to create the item. Here's an example.
What creation method do you wish to use?
Under medicine, I can create it by either using dryad berries and nymph water, or medicinal moss and nymph water. Again, nice ideas. I like how you can sort.
Was there something else you wanted?
By item and see what you can create with it, just to see if it's worth keeping.
You're able to make the following items.
I can make an elixir, or I can make some mercury out of it.
Was there something else you wanted?
Another thing you can do is upgrade your weapons.
Choose a weapon to forge.
You see here, it's at level, it says level 1, I know, but I've already added 1 item to make it level 1. You first start off, it already says level 1. I'm not too sure why. You see a yellow dot in there, that's the first upgrade, but it still says level 1. So I'm not too sure what's going on there.
Choose a way to forge.
But on sword 1, level 1 here, I just had
already forged it.
I just had to add some metal that I found, and I upgraded it 1 level. To go to level 2, it upgrades the damage to 160, and I see I need a lump of metal, mercury, and a mysterious item that I haven't yet found. If I went up to the 3rd item, level 3, when I find it, it opens up a new power on my weapon, apparently.
Was there something else you wanted?
No, that's
it. For now.
At your home base, you can also access your trunk. You can transfer items from your pocket to it. Warrior amulet, I have it equipped. Sage stone, I have it equipped. Capacity, I can carry 40 items, as you can see on the right side there. Shard of divinity, it transports you. I don't know, I haven't used it yet, and some medicine obviously. And I can check my trunk. These are all the items I have, and you don't have to have it in your pocket when you're crafting, which is a great feature. Also, what I can do here is you can sleep to recover health. And that's pretty much it here. So let's go into some action now and see what that's all about.